obviously came from Mexico, where they practically invented wrestling, you'd fucking think that he would be good enough.
Well,
he
can do that wrestling.
Yes, he can do.
But
I know
they don't do that wrestling.
No, I know.
Here.
I understand that it's a very different thing, and if by some miracle there's actually somebody who's a professional wrestler who's listening to this, sorry again. I know that it's very different, and not in I don't know anything.
No.
I'm getting.
You're not a luchador, Steve?
No, well, in my former days. No, I get it. I get that it's very different, but I mean, come on. The fundamentals have to be the same.
I know.
And I would assume your first thought is, when somebody's about to be throwing me onto my back, maybe my head shouldn't be the first thing that I land on. But it didn't seem to be his thought. So.
That happened. Rey Mysterio did end up winning. Rey Mysterio's card did end up winning. Mm-hmm. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because we like the primetime players. But you know what? That's fine. Let the good guys win.
Yeah, no, I mean, we talked about it again. It didn't matter. Yeah. Both teams looked good. There was no, there was no point where it was just like, oh god, it was just to showcase Sin Cara, and it wasn't.
It wasn't. It was. They gave each team proper time.
Yeah, no, so it was decent. I mean, say what you will, like I'm sorry, I can't stand Rey Mysterio anymore.
He's the shine's coming off the apple. That's why they're trying to get rid of Sin Cara, get ready to take over.
Yeah,
if he doesn't kill himself.
The 619 is the worst move in professional wrestling, and I will go on record and say that, because no part of it makes any sense.
Mm.
The setup is absolute bullshit. I mean, there is no logic there.
Mm-hmm.
The second you're put on that rope, you could
easily just
you wouldn't even. It's not even a matter of doing anything to get off it. If you were really unconscious, you'd fall off it.
Yeah.
So it just does not look even slightly real. It looks so fake and set up. It pisses me off, and I can't fucking handle it anymore. I can't fucking stand it, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
There you go. So okay. Getting into one of the two world title matches, the one that was not in the Hell in a Cell, the world title match between Big Show and Sheamus. Big Show wins the world title.
Which I did not see coming.
I think that's why they did it. I did hear rumors that there was a lot of endings to that match going around.
Yeah.
None of which ended with him winning the title.
No.
So they just said, you know what, let's just shake things up and give Big Show the world title and see where that goes.
Which, I mean, it's kind of cool to see Big Show with the title.
And they went at it, too.
Really? Yeah.
They went at it.
Yeah, no, it was definitely
blow
a match.
For blow.
Like,
they were hitting hard.
You thought, when the match first started, you thought it was going to be Davey and Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't.
No.
It was
Sheamus
was taken.
Heavyweight for heavyweight.
Exactly. Sheamus was taken seriously, which is good, especially because he was the champion.
Yeah.
You got to assume he's there for a reason. So even though he's small as hell comparatively, I mean everyone is. You're right. It was blow for blow. It was champion versus champion. It was a real match. It was surprisingly compelling because I'm not a huge Big Show fan, even though I literally just said it's nice to see him with the title.
It is. It's a welcome.
It is a nice change.
The guy's been around for a while, but it's a welcome change to see him with the world title because he hasn't been a world champion for an elongated run in a long time because he was champion there for the 45 seconds.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
But no, it was cool to see. It was nice to see that kind of match. Surprised everyone.
The feud's going to continue.
Yeah, well, it has to. There's no way they could end it there.
It was cool to see the knockout punch, and then Sheamus actually kick out of it.
Yeah.
Then he actually lands the bro kick. Mm-hmm. I don't know how he got his foot that high.
I don't know.
And then there was the
white... He did jump up, if I remember correctly.
There was the white noise.
Yeah.
Where he deadlifted Big Show, more or less, and just dropped him.
Which, I mean, good lord.
Yeah.
That scared the crap out of me when I saw it. I thought something was going to explode out of his ass or something when he tried to deadlift him. I thought it was going to be a joke. I thought they were going to just make nope.
He did it again.
Picked him the fuck up.
He did it on Raw.
Did he really?
Out of nowhere. Huh. He literally just said something and then grabbed Big Show and just went into the move like it was nothing.
No, I mean,
he dropped him.
The weirder thing is, I know that it's just basically a fireman's carry, which I know you can do.
Well, it's a fireman's carry.
Smaller guys,
because he holds him down a little bit, and then he slams him down.
Smaller guys can pick up bigger guys based on that because of the fact that you're lifting with your back, but. Still,
it's the Big Show.
Big Show is fucking almost 600 pounds, man.
He's an exception to the rule.
Yeah, I can't lift Big Show. It's just not happening.
I don't care what kind of low center of gravity I might have on it. It ain't happening.
No, it's not happening. So, my hat is off to him on that. I mean, I like Sheamus enough. I don't really like Big Show. I wasn't really interested in this match, but to their credit, I was watching. Mm-hmm. I was entertained, and good on them. That's all I can really say about that. Go.
So we got a little bit of time left.
Do you want to finish up the...
well, we'll talk. Yeah. The Ryback and CM Punk situation will also be carried over to the second vote.
Oh, definitely.
So we'll start here and then move
over.
Yeah,
we'll move it over.
So Ryback versus CM Punk.
Yeah.
Ryback was protected.
Yeah, very much.
He did his moves like he's supposed to. Mm-hmm. CM Punk ran scared like he was supposed to.
Yep, it was definiton by the numbers.
It was probably the best Ryback CM Punk match that you were gonna get.
Yeah, I was literally about to say the same thing.
It was on. We went into it knowing we weren't gonna get match of the year.
Yeah.
Not even match of the month. Not even match of the night.
Nope.
But we got
a match. I mean, this is the first time I've seen Ryback, so I can't really say anything. And my memory is fuzzy. Again, I haven't slept in 2 days, so you're reminding me as we go along. That's why I sound like this, in case you're wondering. I was there. I just only remember things after I'm told to remember. Mm-hmm. I mean, Ryback is Goldberg too. Mm-hmm. I mean,
he is?
I was joking about it before when you told me, but no, he is Goldberg too. There is nothing else about that guy.
There's no 2 ways about it.
No, they're attempting Goldberg too, and literally, it's just... Really? My thought of it is just, what's the point? I don't see any real reason to continue this kind of thing again, but they seem to like it.
It's a simple gimmick. It's not hard to do.
No.
You just need a big dude who can look menacing.
And he does look menacing. I'll give him that.
He's good at that. You know, he's not they know they're not going to set the world on fire with a new professional wrestler who's as good as, whoever.
Yeah.
Your Daniel Bryans or your CM Punks.
No.
But, he could just be like Cena, where he just does 4 or 5 moves, big spots.
He has
his catchphrases.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
he's something that can easily connect to the people.
Yeah, he's their attempt at a Goldberg. He's their attempt at a Cena. He's their attempt to go all the way back to go to Hogan.
Yep.
It's their attempt to get a larger than life character to be the superhero. No. And I mean, you've been doing it for 40 years almost. Mm-hmm. Maybe it might be time to try something different. But, I mean,
you get different sometimes. CM Punk is different.
Yes, he's different, but look how long it took him to be champion.
Hey, man, you gotta pay your dues.
You do.
And yes, okay.
But look
people are saying Ryback didn't pay his dues.
He didn't pay any fucking dues.
I have gone on record saying he's been in the company for 8 years.
Okay, but then why the fuck isn't he better?
Well, it's not because...
I understand physical limitations, being his size, everything like that.
He's had injury problems in the past. Plus, they've had nothing for him because they've always had this guy.
Well, yeah, I mean...
They've never needed him because they've already had Cena. They had Goldberg for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had...
No, I understand that they need him. I get that, but I'm just... Like, again, okay, so he's accident-prone, right? He's injury-prone. So now...
Which guys with those kind of muscles would be, because
of course,
the joints shouldn't be as bare.
Yeah, and again, there's physical limitations, being that he's that size. You can't get technical matches out of him because he's too big. I understand all that. Problem is just... It's boring. I don't want to... I hesitate to use the word boring. I really do, because, it's not his job to be anything but what he is. I mean, it's not him. It's not anything but... He's just boring. It's the same old garbage that we've been fed for so many years. And I mean, we're all guilty of it. We all placate. We all worship at the altar of the WWE. We all have. Mm-hmm. It's never going to change. Nope. And unfortunately, we're stuck with people like Ryback. We have to put up with it. And it's just... I don't know. I'm almost at a loss for words, because it's just... I don't know how to explain Ryback. I don't know how to explain...
Goldberg 2 is probably the best way
to do it. I mean, didn't they figure, especially in the WWF, or again, working on it, didn't they realize that it didn't work in the WWE?
Well, it has worked.
It worked in WCW.
But it has worked. Ryback is over. They did their job.
Well, in all fairness, and we might want to cut here, and I'll get into my point after. Or you know what?
I got a little time.
I got a couple minutes. I could probably say my point. I get it. Okay, I grew up in the '80s where Hulk Hogan was my Lord and Savior. I realized that when I was a kid, I worshipped whoever the fuck Vince told me to, and I get it. He's doing the same thing now. Kids will always, always, always love John Cena because Vince tells them to. And kids will always, always, always love Ryback because Vince tells them to. But us older fans are getting tired of it. You know what I mean? The Attitude Era was probably the only time where they tried something new and it worked unbelievably well. Why the hell is he going back to this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Attitude Era, the top guys were guys that were telling you to go fuck yourself. And, I mean, that was a big deal. And I understand that they want the family market. I get that. I understand, you hook kids, you're good. Because kids spend all of their parents' money, and the WWE wants them to spend it on their shit. I get that. It's just, do you want to keep just kids, or do you want everyone?
Yeah.
You have to find a way to appeal to everyone. I understand that that's why
you have to start with the kids and then try to hold on to them, right?
And it's worked. I'm still here. I mean, I don't really watch much, but I was there for the fucking pay-per-view, and I'll be there for another one, because that's what I do.
Be there for Survivor Series.
Exactly. So, it's what we do. I'll always be there. I'll never leave the WWE. It'll never happen.
No.
I will be watching this until I'm old and gray, if I live that long. I know CM Punk is their answer to that, because he's the champion, because the older fans want it. I get that. It's just, I don't know. I mean, this is a...
You're not a fan of Ryback.
Yeah, and I mean, this is something we could go on and on and on and on.
Which
and
we
on
will.
Talk about forever.
We're going to be continuing in Volume 2.
Yes.
We have to end it here.
We do, because we are pretty much done here, so... Come on back.
In the next volume, we'll be talking about the finish to the Ryback CM Punk match.
I went off on a whole tirade, I'm sorry.
And
half of it was rambling, I get that.
Going from there, leading to Raw, because it will be a nice transition to talk.
I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happened on Raw after that. So yeah.
So you'll find out like the rest of everyone.
Same bat time, same bat channel.